we are going into the one of the important aspect and the core study. Okay, so vaccination is what we see outside. Okay, the process of vaccination is the body what we see outside, but the soul of the vaccination, okay, the soul of the vaccination lies in your immune system. Okay, so the prior importance of the vaccination is to increase your immunity. Okay, and the prior important is that you should activate your immune system. So vaccination is an outer process, but the soul of the vaccination, you know what I'm saying, the soul of the vaccination was immunity. Okay, so today we will go a deep study into the physiology. Okay, so what is the physiology lying behind vaccination? Okay, if somebody, if any neighbor of you or a friend of you simply told you that I has been vaccinated. Okay, so as a pharma student, what we should understand that, so this person, if he is vaccinated, means the key important thing is that his immune system is activated. Okay, so in background, the soul of the vaccination was immune system. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about this immune system and types of immunities available. Okay, and how they are useful for us. So we are going to do today a physiological study. Okay, so I will explain what is the immunity. Okay, what are the types of immunities present. Actually, there are two types of immunity. So maximum I'll try to cover both. If time permits, we will cover both. Otherwise, we will be looking only into innate immunity, right? Madam, the slide sharing was unable. Ma'am, can you share the screen, please? Excuse me. Ma'am, can I have this? Madam, please share the screen. Okay, student, meanwhile, I'll be discussing this. Madam will be sharing the screen. Okay, I will be discussing what is this immunity and immune system. Okay, so coming into immune system, yeah, next slide. Yeah, so immunity, it is a Latin word. Okay, so immunity is a Latin word derived from immunos, means accept. Okay, exempt means remove. Okay, you are exempted, you are immune to that. Okay, this is called immunity. Okay, and this immunity was also used in many legal terms. These are not necessary for us, but the main definition of immunity is that immunity is the state of not being suspected, that is immunity, the ability of an organism, okay, to resist the infection is called immunity. See, if I am dangerous with something, if I resist that, okay, then I am immune to that. See, you know that some problem will happen to you, so what you will do? You will not go to that area, or you will prevent it. Okay, that is means you are becoming immune to that. Same way, see, our body is wonderfully designed. Okay, it can heal itself. Actually, the best healer is your body itself. It see, yeah, God created this body wonderfully that it has its own protective system. And see, body will never keep a foreign body in it. Okay, what belongs to the body only it will take. If a foreign particle comes from outside, it will reject. Okay, and it will identify it, and if it proved dangerous, it will kill it. Okay, this wonderful process of our body is called immunity. So immunity is the ability of an host, okay, or the ability of an human being to resist, or the host to resist the infection is called immunity, right? So yeah, next slide, ma'am. Okay, see. So overall, we can divide this immunity into two types. Okay, innate immunity and adaptive immunity. Some books will write it as non-specific, specific, or first line defense and second line defense. See, you can find different terminologies in different books. Okay, in some books it will be given as first line, third line defenses, and some books they will write as acquired, natural. Okay, but these words are keywords. Okay, we have two types of immunity. They are innate and adaptive. Okay, and other numbers non-specific, specific. Otherwise, we can call first line defense and second line defense. Okay, now coming into main thing, what is this innate immunity and what is this adaptive immunity? So I would like to discuss something about these words. Okay, so what is innate? Innate, it has two words in it. It has embedded two words in it. Innate. Okay, in means within, nate means birth. Okay, from the birth. You know, innate means birth. So this innate immunity means it is from the birth. They will call it neonatal. Neonatal ward. You have heard, no? Where the newly born kids will be there. They are called as neonatals. Okay. So this nate means birth. Okay. So by the word we can find out that innate immunity means this is an immunity which is from the birth. Okay, now I will put a question. So when does an innate immunity starts? Okay, so the innate immunity will start from the birth. See, the second you are born, your innate immunity is active. Okay, so it is from the birth. So one is from the birth, then what can be the other? See, other is not from the birth. Okay, it is adapted. Okay, it is not from the birth, but it is adapted. So only we call it as adaptive immunity. It has been adapted in the course of lifetime. Okay, so everyone has to go to this two process. Okay, so every person is having two types of immunities. One is innate immunity, which is from the birth. Another one is adaptive immunity, which has been acquired in the lifespan, right? Okay, we can discuss this in deep. Okay, and the other names were another names for this was non-specific and specific. So why this innate immunity is called non-specific? Because it is generalized one. Okay, it will not target a specific pathogen. It is a generalized one. It can prevent so many like microorganisms like protozoans. It can prevent like bacteria, viruses, fungus. All it will prevent. It is not an specific one. It is a generalized one, and it will not specifically kill some cells. It is generalized to everyone. Okay, so it is called non-specific immunity. Then what is this adaptive immunity? Adaptive immunity is a specific one. See, when you has acquired some, see, for the first time you are infected with some disease. Okay, at the time the information will be adapted by your immune system and it will store. And for the second time, if you get the same disease, then it will fight. right? So only we called it as second line defense. Okay, and adaptive one, and see it is specific only to the infection which has arrived. So it is called specific. So you are having innate and adaptive. Okay, we'll have a slide. So now we will go deep into this. Yeah, madam, next slide, please. We will go very deep into this immune responses, and I will show you step by step how this will happen. Okay, so if an pathogen arises, yeah, please look into this slide. This slide is the very important slide. This will give you an overall picturization of what we are going to study whole of this section, right? So you can see in the upper portion there are, I told, two types immunity. One is adaptive or acquired. You can call another name is acquired. Okay, so first immunity is innate, second one is adaptive or acquired. You can, these are both words are synonyms. So in innate, now I will concentrate mainly on innate. So I told you that innate immunity is from the birth, right? So now innate immunity is having, is the first line defense. So which immunity comes first to any individual? Innate immunity. Okay, so this question is very important. If they asked which immunity comes first, innate comes first. Why? Because it is from the birth with you. Acquired is not like that. Okay, acquired can come. See, some people will get immune to something at 2 years of age, and some people may acquired this immunity even at 20 years also. Okay, so acquired immunity is an longer process. Okay, and it will definitely vary from person to person. Okay, see, this innate immunity is almost similar to the most of the humans, but acquired will different from person to person based upon his lifestyle. It will change. Okay, now we will specifically concentrate on this innate immunity. So as I told, what is innate immunity? Innate immunity means the immunity which has arrived from the birth. Okay, so now for our convenience, we will divide this innate immunity into two categories and we will study. Okay, so you know that any system contains cells inside that. Okay, there are cells. Now immunity or immune system are also having immune cells. Okay, same way there are, so when there are cells, we can differentiate the space into two. One is external and internal defenses. Okay, external means where the cells will play the role. Internal means where the cells will play the role. External means outside one. So now we have divided in innate immunity into external defense and internal defense. Please, students, follow it carefully. Innate immunity, we are dividing it into external, internal. Okay, then you will have acquired. Okay, this chronological order you should not miss. First you will have innate immunity. In innate immunity, the first step is external defense. Next step is internal defense. Next one is acquired. In acquired also, you will have humoral, then cell mediated, then you will have humoral, right? So I will explain this, but you remember this order. Okay, so if a person X was infected with a disease or with an infection, the first immunity he undergo is innate. In innate, he will undergo external. Next, he will go for internal defense. Next, he will go for cell mediated. Next, he will go for humoral. These four orders you should remember: innate, in innate, external, internal, acquired. In acquired, you're having cell mediated one and humoral one. This is the pattern. Please remember this pattern, very important, right? Okay, so once again I will repeat it from the back side. Okay, so the person became, humoral response is given because cell mediated response is there, because he is having acquired immunity, because he is having an innate immunity. In an innate immunity, he has internal and external, right? So these are the barriers of immunity and the stages of immunity. Okay. See, for example, in any defense, first there will, chess, no? So there first there will be soldiers. Next there will be the horses. Next there will be the elephants. Then comes the king. Like that. This is also a regimen. You will have innate regimen. In innate regimen, you are having external defense, internal defense. Next, you are having acquired and immunity. For example, see, there will be local police starting from the small home guard. Then you will have SI, CI, then commissioner. After that, it may goes to CID. Then you will go to military. Okay, so these are all different regiments. Okay, same way, immune defense system is also having these stages. Okay, so now first we will discuss about this external defense. Okay, in innate immunity, external defense. So the external defense was skin. We can have next slide. Okay, so the innate immunity, there were external defense. Okay, in external defenses, also can be again divided into two for our convenience. There are biological barriers and chemical barriers, right? Biological barriers and chemical barriers. But please change the slide. Yeah. Okay, we will discuss first about these external defenses. So in external defenses, there are mechanical barriers, okay, or biological barriers and chemical barriers. The first thing about is mechanical barriers was skin. Okay, so if something, a foreign object falls or attacks you, the first thing that will be infected is, madam, can I have the slide? Please change the slide. Okay, okay, students. So the first barrier is skin, and the second, and so many barriers are there. Okay, I will just read out it for you. So the first one is skin. Next one is mucociliary, mucocelia. Then next one is your saliva is one of the mechanical barrier. Next one is your tears and urine. Yes. Next one is your sweat is one of the barrier. Next one is HCl in the stomach. That is one of the barrier. Madam, please change the slide. Okay. And the next one is lysosome in the tear and saliva. So these are some physical barriers, and we will also discuss how these physical barriers will protect you from the one second. Yeah, so skin is that. Yeah, next slide, madam. You can go directly to the slide number 7. Slide number 7, right? So you can see the barriers were external barriers for skin, and then you're having your mucocelia, and then saliva. These are all are different barriers. So how these barriers will work, I will tell. Okay, for example, skin. Okay, see, skin is having keratin in it. So the epithelium of the skin is made up of keratin. So this keratin will protect you from so many pathogens. Then you see NaCl, sweat. So the skin will sweat and it will produce NaCl. Okay, this, and so much you may expose it to different types of pathogen on your skin. Okay, all these pathogens can be killed by NaCl, which is produced through your sweat. So this is one type of defense. Okay, and see, your skin cells will be shed for every few hours. Okay, or few days, new cells will be coming. So this is also one mechanism. And another one is your cilia in your nose and mucus in your nose will prevent a lot of dust and pathogens to enter into your respiratory tank. And mucus will attach your pathogen there, and it will not allow it to move into the bronchioles, right? And tear and saliva. See, if something is there in the eye, your tears may flush out it. And see, there are so many lysozyme enzymes in your. Yeah, madam, I can have slide number 7. So there are so many lysozyme enzymes in the saliva. Okay, these are also some barriers. And next, urinary tract. So the output flow of the urine can, yeah, slide number 7. Next one. So urinary tract. So urinary flow will take away so much of yeah, right. Okay, small much the urinary tract will also eliminate so much of infections present in the urinary tract because of pissing of the urine, right? This is one type of defense. And next, you are having small intestine. See, there are peristaltic movements in the small intestine which will helpful for the movement of the so many pathogens outside. Okay, so next we will see another. So this is external defense. Now we will go for internal defense. Okay, so what are the elements that are responsible in the internal defense? Okay, right? So yeah, next slide, madam. 9th and 10th slide. So are you clear, students? Up to now we are having two defense systems, that is innate and acquired. Okay, or adaptive. In innate we are having external and internal. Okay, up to now we have seen about internal. Now we are focusing on internal. Okay, so internal immune system or internal defense. So what are the internal defenses means? There are components of the blood. Okay, so the main defense of internal defense mainly is in, please change the slide, ma'am, is in components of the blood. Okay, so the external cellular matter is there. They are complementary proteins. Now what I am telling, please listen carefully. In the blood there are solid compounds. Okay, they are called as extracellular compounds and blood cells. Okay, mainly WBCs. So these extracellulars and WBCs are responsible for your innate immunity, that is internal defense. Okay, external defense అన్ని biological barriers అండి, skin ఇవన్నీ. Internal defense వచ్చేసరికి innate లో they are extracellular matters and WBC cells or white blood cells, right? So ఈ extracellular matters ఏమంటే, madam please change the slide. Complement proteins and coagulation proteins and cytokines, right? Complementary proteins, again I am telling, complement proteins, coagulation proteins and cytokines, right? And you have having different WBCs. Yeah, we are having different WBCs. Yeah. Now, first we will highlight each one of this and we will study. Once that is, yeah, madam, please, could you please change the slide, madam? Please share the slide number 10. Please share the slide number 10, ma'am. Okay, right. Okay, students. Okay, I will just repeat it for you. Please go through it. So I am telling about the internal, okay, internal defense mechanism in this complementary system. Okay, that is first one is complement system. Then you are having coagulation proteins and cytokines, right? These are extracellular matters present in your blood who will act as a defense components, right? So please, there will be a biological barriers, they are external ones. Inside, when if the pathogen, if it escaped this external barrier and if it reached inside your blood circulation, there are again barriers for that. They are called internal barriers. So what are the internal barriers? Means three things from the extracellular matter from the blood. They are complement proteins, coagulation proteins and cytokines. Next, you are having very key direct acting agents. They are called white blood cells. Yeah, am I audible? Ma'am, am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Where is ma'am? Ma'am is not present. Okay, fine. Okay, madam, if I am audible, please change the slide to slide number 10. Next slide. Yeah, thank you. So we are having complement proteins, coagulation proteins and cytokines, right? So these are extracellular matter which will give the defense. And the next one is WBCs. Okay, ma, these are all called internal innate immune system. So once again, I'm repeating for you, we are having an innate immune system. In innate, you are having external and internal. So we have discussed all the external barriers. Okay, like skin, mucus, cilia, tears, urine, these and all. Next one is we are discussing about the internal barriers. Internal means within the blood. So within the blood, the complement proteins, coagulation proteins, cytokinins, and WBCs are responsible. So please someone mute yourself. Okay, so now we will highlight about this complement system. Okay, so this complement system, there are about so many proteins produced in the liver. Okay, and they are released into the circulating body. okay, into the blood. So whenever there is the pathogen has avoided blood circulation, see already the defense was there. The complement system proteins, okay, the liver will synthesize proteins every time and will put it in ready for it in the blood. They are called complement proteins. Okay, so what these proteins will do, next slide, ma'am. So yeah, thank you. So these proteins, what they will do, they will be every time circulating in your blood. Okay, so when pathogen comes into your blood, they will catch this pathogen. They are around, okay, this was a rough idea, there are around 30 proteins. So this proteins work is they will be circulating in the blood. So if a pathogen comes, what they will do, they will identify it and it will do, it has again 3 types of mechanisms to kill it. One is opsonization. Opsonization or phagocytosis also we can call. Okay, opsonization leads to phagocytosis. How it will lead, I will tell you. Next one is it will produce inflammation. So inflammation means it is one of the response for triggering the next defense. Okay, see for example, a thief came into one area, okay, and the local head constable identified it, okay, and if the thief is very small one, okay, and he is not that notorious, what this head constable will do, he directly will go and he will arrest him or he will take in charge of him. But if he is a terrorist, okay, this local police cannot handle him, so he will inform to his head office. How he will inform? He will make a call or he will speak in the walkie-talkie or he will blow the whistle. Same way, it's these complementary cells are also very intelligent. First they will try to kill the pathogen by opsonization. Next, they will produce inflammation, means they will produce some signs in the blood circulation. They will release some cytokinins, they will release histamines, interleukins they will release, so that remaining immune cells also will understand that there is a pathogen. Okay, that's process is called. See, if you are infected today with something, after 2 days what will happen? Slowly you will get body pains, slowly there will be fever. Why this is happening? Because inflammation started. These are the early steps of inflammation, right? This is because of your own body. Body is reacting to the pathogen. Now you can hear everywhere, no? When COVID vaccine is given, after 1 day they're having fever, they're having body pains. Why? Because it is inflammation. The cells inside you recognize that a pathogen came and it is informing to the remaining cells. They are communicating. Okay. Then the inflammation will be produced. And another important step how they will react was cytolysis. Cyto means cell. So directly they will go near the pathogen and they will lyse it. Okay. That is the another step. Okay, and next, what is the next line of defense is cytokines. Okay, so what are these cytokines? Next slide, ma'am. Cytokines are group of proteins made by immune system. Okay, these are chemical messengers. Okay, next one. Next slide, ma'am. So these are chemical messengers. Okay, so there are chemokines, there are interferons, there are interleukins, okay, lymphokines and tumor necrosis factor. Cyto means cell, kines means which are synthesized from the cell. See, every cell will release some proteins. Okay, these proteins will help to protect that cell itself. So they are called cytokinins. Okay. See, what is the role of the cytokinin means? So cytokinins, cyto means cell, kinins means movement. So which came out of the cell. So these are some main key roles in the immune system. what cytokinins will do? No, cytokinins will communicate with the remaining immune cells. As I told the example before, what the head constable will do, he will inform to the head office. So same way, the cytokinins will call remaining all WBCs. See, where are your WBCs are synthesized? In the lymph. They will be resting in the lymph. Your T cells, B cells will be in the lymph. Okay, so who will call them out? But your pathogen will come you in the leg or hand. Okay, infection, but it is are in the lungs. But your T cells and B cells are happily resting in the headquarters, in the lymph. Okay, who will trigger them and communicate? The cytokinins. Okay, so cytokinins will help. This is called cell signaling or cell communication. They will help in the triggering of this inflammation, and the cytokinins will respond. When cytokinins are responded, the immune system will produce inflammatory reactions. Okay, and directly the WBCs will come and act. Okay, and another next important thing is coagulation proteins. Okay, you all of you know what are coagulation proteins. Okay, see, coagulation means clotting of the blood. There are coagulation proteins available in your blood. Okay, so mainly this platelets, vitamin K. Okay, these are coagulation proteins. So for what they are useful, you know, these are mainly useful for balancing of your immunity. Okay, they will balance your immunity. When coagulation proteins are hampered, okay, when coagulation proteins are hampered and increased in their amount, it is an indication for the immune system to start. Okay, in that way, these coagulation proteins will help, right? And the next important thing is the white blood cells. Okay, so the white blood cells, you can have slide number 20. So the white blood cells are the major, next slide, major key rollers in the immunity. Okay, WBCs, white blood cells. So the white blood cells, what we know are macrophages, monocytes, lymphocytes, neutrophils, these and all. Okay, so how they will help? That is the important aspect. Okay, so you please remember the cells what I am telling. Okay, so in innate immunity, the cells that are very important are neutrophils, eosinophils, and basophils. Okay, all these are WBC cells. So how they will take the role of immunity means, so these all these cells are settled in the blood. Okay, so whenever a pathogen is arrived inside, these cells will directly go, okay, and they will kill the pathogen. Okay, they will directly go and kill the pathogen. Okay, for example, monocytes. See, when monocytes, when they come into the blood circulation and then they are activated, they are called as dendritic cells. Okay, or macrophages. But this word is very important, macrophages. Okay, many of the WBC cells will change their shape into macrophage. So blood lo eppudaina blood test cheyinchukunnadu eppudaina macrophages unnai ankondi, what is the indication? If the monocytes are increased, there was an infection in the blood, right? So when there is more eosinophils, you know, no, eosinophils rate, ESR rate, they will tell. Blood test cheyinchukunte they will give you the ESR rate. Why ESR will increase when infection is there? Because it is an innate immunity, right? So your body started fighting. Okay, so eosinophils came and they started fighting. That's why they will increase. But see, if the infection rate is very high, this innate immunity won't work. You should go into next acquired immunity. Okay, so these are the different cells: neutrophils, eosinophils, basophils, and dendritic cells. Right? So monocytes are also called macrophages and dendritic cells. How they will fight? This is very, very important thing. So all these cells will fight through a mechanism called phagocytosis. Right? Phagocytosis. Okay. So this phagocytosis means cytosis cell. Okay. So this process is engulfing. So I told here no secondary messengers. Directly they see, if I am a neutrophil, I suddenly found that a pathogen came into the blood. So immediately I will rush up there and I will engulf the pathogen and I will put him inside and I will secrete all the enzymes on him and I will lyse it. Okay, this is called phagocytosis. Okay, so this is a beautiful process where the cells will engulf, okay, the bacteria or the virus tissue, and they will neutralize it. Okay. Yeah, I can have the 24 slide. I kept the diagram for you. You can find out that last slide. Yeah. See, this is our cell. The green color is our phagocyte. And see, the red color one is your infectious agent. See how it is going and engulfing in the second stage. Pathogen is ingested by the phagocyte. Then it will neutralize it. Okay. It will neutralize it and it will kill it by lysosomal enzymes. There will be lysosomal enzymes inside and it will be killed. Right? This is what is innate immunity. Clear? So today we will close with innate immunity. Tomorrow we will discuss acquired immunity. Okay. See, tomorrow it is very, very interesting than this. So once again, I will summarize for you. Okay. So I'll be telling this as a short story. Please listen carefully. Yeah. So we will think a person X. Okay. So he was infected. So what is the first thing your body will do? The first thing the body will do is it will start producing immunity. Okay. Coming into immunity, there are two types of immunity. One is innate immunity and acquired immunity. So innate means, I told you, it is from the birth. Innate means from the birth itself, right? So in innate immunity, we are having two types. One is external and internal, right? Yeah, madam, you can keep slide number 3. 4, sorry, 4. Yeah, you can see that. So immune, when a person is infected, first you will go into innate immunity. In innate immunity, you're having external defenses and internal defenses. External, we have already discussed, it is like skin, mucus, these and all. Internal blood. Okay, so in blood again there are components. Okay, so the components available are, we can classify them again into two types. Okay, one is extracellular one and another one as the cells. The extracellular one, what are the components present? Means complementary proteins, coagulation proteins, cytokinins. These three will act. What are the cells? Means WBCs. So I discussed what are the cells: neutrophils, basophils, eosinophils, and monocytes. Okay, so this is how your body will act. Okay, so the cells will do phagocytosis. Okay, and inflammation responses will be there. Natural killing cells. See, monocytes are also called as natural killing cells. They will go directly and do phagocytosis and kill the cells. Okay, this is one type of immunity called innate immunity. Okay, so and it is also called as first line of defense. So if this failed, if the infection was not subsided with innate immunity, then this will take, the immune system will take it to the next level. It is called acquired immunity or adaptive immunity or second line defense. See, the interesting thing about second line defense, what you know, they will never see the pathogen. Okay, they will collect the information from innate immunity cells. See, they will call one neutrophil or one macrophage. Your T cell will call one macrophage and he will ask you, yesterday one pathogen came, give the details of him. Okay, then the neutrophil will present all the details. He will tell the pathogen is this much height, this much color, this and all he will tell. So what this T cells and B cells will do, no, they will not directly go. They will program and they will form antibodies against them. Okay, so they will prepare, for example, if there are 50 pathogens, they will prepare 500 antibodies and they will throw in the blood circulation. These antibodies are very specific. Within the 10 minutes, they will go and touch the pathogen and they will kill. These are like missiles. When they are released, they will directly go to the target, though solely it is called specific. Okay, clear your understanding this immunity. So first you are having innate, acquired. So tomorrow we will see how this acquired immunity, if innate is failed, how acquired will handle the things. So tomorrow in acquired immunity, mainly there are two types, humoral and cell mediated. The main cells in this are T cells and B cells. So I'll be explaining how T cells and B cells will recognize the pathogen, how it will kill, and how they will produce antibodies. Okay. Yeah, I will be closing this now. You have any queries, you can speak.
Students, anyone having any doubts, please put in a chat box or you can talk. Pedireddy, you can talk. Unmute your mic and.
Ma'am, feedback link, please, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm sending. Anyone having any queries, please respond. I'll send the feedback form.
Good evening, sir.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir,
Chandrakala, speak out.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you can ask.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, tell me more.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు కరోనా వ్యాక్సిన్ తీసుకున్న తర్వాత మళ్ళీ పాజిటివ్ చూపిస్తుంది సార్, అది ఎన్ని రోజుల వరకు చూపిస్తుంది? కరోనా వ్యాక్సినేషన్ తీసుకున్న తర్వాత 5 days 6 days తర్వాత పాజిటివ్ చూపిస్తుంది సార్, బాడీ టెస్ట్ చేపిస్తుంటే. అలా ఎన్ని రోజులు చూపిస్తుంది సార్ అట్లా?
See, the thing is that for symptomatic study also. Okay, so definitely patient after vaccination, patient will have the symptoms. Okay, for 2 days only he should have. He should not have the more than, if it is more than 2 days. Okay, there is some problem within him. Okay. So post-vaccination care is there. Okay, there is a concept called post-vaccination care. So after 2 days, definitely illness will be there. If it is more than 2 days, the patient should meet the physician. Okay.
Thank you,
Excuse me,
sir.
sir.
Yeah,
Excuse me, sir.
yeah, tell me.
Sir, after taking the vaccine, why people prefer to not to take any painkiller tablets? Why, sir?
After taking vaccine, see, that's what I'm speaking about post-vaccination care. Okay, see, actually, generally, your immune system will be activated after vaccination. At the time, you should not go with medication. Okay, not mainly painkillers, but you should not take immune suppressants. Okay, some of this aspirin like drugs also will suppress the immune system. So immune suppressants should not be taken. Why? Because vaccine is given to increase the immunity. So at the time, if you are again using some drugs which are related to immune suppressant or some cardiovascular drugs, this will surely will harm for the immunity. Okay, so they should not be taken. That's the thing.
సార్ ఐ హ్యావ్ ఏ డౌట్. ఇప్పుడు వ్యాక్సిన్స్ ని డోస్ ఇంటర్వెల్స్ రూపంలో ఇస్తున్నారు కదా, సింగిల్
Yeah.
ఫస్ట్ డోస్ సెకండ్
Yeah,
డోస్ అలాగా. దాని వల్ల ఎఫెక్ట్స్ ఎలా ఉంటాయి, బెనిఫిట్స్ ఎలా ఉంటాయి సార్?
Yeah, actually, booster dose is good. Okay, see, this will change from vaccine to vaccine. I hope in future for coronavirus also they will come a single dose vaccine is going to come. Okay, they are working on it. Okay, uh, this is not related to immunity, it is related to the formulation. Okay, what the pharmaceuticals are preparing. Some likes to give in booster dose forms only. Okay, why this is having why they prefer in this way means, see, if it is given in dosages, the efficacy can be increased, right? They will give the enough time for your immune system to completely become immune against this pathogen. So only this booster dose are prepared. But see, for some of the vaccines, there is no booster dose. They are directly given. Okay, but booster doses are good. Why? Because you will, I told no, the immune system will act in a stepwise. So you should give frequent intervals for the immune system to act. Okay, these booster doses are also can well set intervals for the immune system to act. Yes, sir.
Sir, one more question from the student. What is the mainly difference between the external and internal?
Yeah, she asking related to immune system. Yes. What is the main difference? Means, see, my external means the word itself says it is an external, like skin. Okay, skin, and see, you will have in your saliva, you are having lysosomal enzymes which can kill nearly 200 pathogens. You know, the food every time you eat is not hygienic. Okay, if you zoom a pani puri in the microscope, you can find thousands of pathogens on it. But still, luckily you are not having any illness. Why? Thanks to your saliva. Okay, the saliva is having so many lysosomal enzymes which will kill 100 of pathogens. Okay, that is called external difference. What is internal means, if the pathogen misses this and still if it goes into blood circulation, then there your internal innate immunity will be working. There mainly your WBC system. That is the difference.
సుమంత్ గారు, హలో.
Yeah.
సుమంత్ గారు, గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ అండి.
Good evening.
సో ఇప్పుడు కోవాక్సిన్ ఆర్ కోవిషీల్డ్ వ్యాక్సినేషన్ ఇస్తున్నారు కదా, ఫర్ ద పర్పస్ ఆఫ్ దట్ ఇన్యాక్టివ్ వ్యాక్సిన్ ని బాడీలోకి పంపించి టు ఫైట్ అవర్ సెల్ఫ్ ఇన్ ద బాడీ, అంటే ఇమ్యూన్ సిస్టమ్ పెంచుకోవడానికి కదా.
Yes.
సో ఇప్పుడు ఒకవేళ ఇన్ కేస్ ఎనీ లో ఇమ్యూన్ పర్సన్స్, అంటే వి కాంట్ జడ్జ్ ద కేస్ వితౌట్ ఎనీ టెస్టింగ్ కదా, వాళ్ళు అలా తీసుకుంటే హౌ కెన్ హీ సర్వైవ్, ఆర్ వాట్ ఆర్ ద రియాక్షన్స్ విల్ బి డన్ టు దట్ పేషెంట్?
Yeah. See, actually, See, there was the dose should be calculated based upon the age.
Okay.
Based upon the age and the weight. So government specifically given it is above 18. Okay. And your question is whether if he is an immune compromised person, what will happen in? See, vaccine. See, when vaccine is an attenuated one, madam, first of all, so it will not cause any adverse effects. He may fall sick, but it will not hamper him. Okay, so it is prepared even for a compromised person or immune improved person. But most of the people will not be immune compromised. If he is immune compromised, he would have access to so many diseases every day. Why? Because in our every life, we will come across, if you are breathing even normal air, there will be a number of pathogens in it. So if he is immune compromised, he would have been suffered and hampered from any other diseases. Future itself. Okay. Like that.
Okay, thank you.
హాయ్ గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ సార్. సార్ నేను ఒక ఆర్టికల్ ఒక స్టేట్మెంట్ లెక్క చదివాను సార్. కరోనా వైరస్ అనేది ఇప్పుడు కాదు, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎవాల్వ్ నౌ. కరోనా సార్స్ లాగా నెక్స్ట్ ఇది వచ్చి చార్లెస్ డార్విన్ థియరీ ప్రకారంగా ఎవల్యూషన్ ద సర్వైవల్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫిట్టెస్ట్ కి ఈక్వల్ గా మనం చెప్పుకోవచ్చా సార్? అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఇమ్యూనిటీ కొందరికి బాగా ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి వితౌట్ ఎనీ ట్రీట్మెంట్ కూడా వాళ్ళు బాగా సర్వైవ్ అవుతున్నారు. ప్లస్ సమ్ మెంబర్స్ కి ఇమ్యూనిటీ ఉన్నా కూడా వాళ్ళు చనిపోతున్నారు. ఈ థియరీ బేస్ చేసుకొని ఏమైనా చూడొచ్చా సార్?
See, survival of fittest theory is okay. See, every day it is survival of fittest theory only, as you told. But see, there are medications which will aid you. That is called vaccines. They will aid you to be a survivor. That is the thing. So no need to worry. If you want to be a survivor in that fittest, if you want to be the fittest for the survivor, you should take vaccine. They will aid you to be a successor or to be a survivor. That is the thing. So coronavirus vaccine is there. So that step itself is making you as the survivor, right?
అంటే ఇది కూడా ఎవల్యూషన్ లో ఒక భాగం లెక్క చెప్పొచ్చు సార్ మేము దీన్ని. అంటే హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్స్ ఇమ్యూనిటీని ఇంక్రీజ్ చేసుకొని ప్లస్ నెక్స్ట్ జనరేషన్స్ యాజ్ ఇప్పుడు పొల్యూషన్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అయిపోయింది, రేడియేషన్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అయిపోయింది, జీనోమిక్ టైప్స్ కూడా చేంజ్ అయిపోతున్నాయి కదా విత్ ఇన్ బ్యాక్టీరియా, వైరస్. ఇది ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఒకటి కరోనా వైరస్. విత్ ఇన్ ఫ్యూచర్స్ లో కూడా ఇలాంటి వచ్చే ఛాన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయని ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్పొచ్చు.
Sure. Evaluation will change for every 10 seconds. See, there are n number of viruses which are not still identified. See, in many tribal areas, there are so many diseases which are not at all named. Okay. See, Africans will get around 10 types of fevers. But no, see, yellow fever. We doesn't know yellow fever in this Asian countryside. But African tribes know yellow fever. It was not even discussed in any general as we thought. Okay. So evaluation will all time will give you new diseases. And thank God we are educated, we will get new vaccines. Okay.
Students, anyone having any queries, please respond. Otherwise, we'll close the section for today.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, present 18 years వరకు వ్యాక్సినేషన్, 18 years ఉన్న వారికి వ్యాక్సినేషన్ అన్నారు కదా సార్. చిన్నపిల్లలకి ఇప్పుడు 6 months బేబీస్ కి అలా కూడా వస్తుంది కదా సార్, వాళ్ళకి ట్రీట్మెంట్ ఏంటి?
Actually, up to now, trials were not conducted for the children, pregnant women, and lactation women. Trials were only conducted on elderly men and women only. Trials were not conducted on the children and pregnant women and lactation women. Okay. So after trials are running, they are planning for that. After that, surely vaccine will come. A generalized vaccine will come for everyone. వాళ్ళ మీద ఇంకా ట్రయల్స్ జరగలేదమ్మా, క్లినికల్ ట్రయల్స్ జరగలేదు.
లేదా సార్ పిల్లలకి అట్లా వస్తేను? ప్రజెంట్ చిన్న పిల్లలకి వస్తుంది కదా సార్, వాళ్ళకి ట్రీట్మెంట్ ఏం లేదా?
వాళ్ళ మెడికేషన్ ఏమో, వ్యాక్సిన్ లేదు మా వాళ్ళకి. యూ షుడ్ గో ఫర్ మెడికేషన్.
ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Rita, please speak out loudly. Please check your network also. Your voice is not audible.
Okay, ma'am. Good evening, sir. Hello, sir.
Yeah.
సార్ కరోనా రాకముందు వ్యాక్సిన్ తీసుకోవడం వల్ల ఏంటి సార్ యూజ్?
You won't be infected, ma. You won't be infected. Already you will be immunized.
వ్యాక్సిన్ తీసుకున్నా కూడా కొంతమంది బాడీ తట్టుకోలేక చనిపోతున్నారు కదా సార్.
Yeah, same question was asked yesterday. See, not like that. Vaccine is a good attenuated form. See, every vaccine is, they will give efficacy range. See, these vaccines are having 90% efficacy only. Remaining 10%, there is no efficacy. It may be the people who are speaking may fall in this category. Okay, you cannot generalize the question what you told to everyone. It is only a fewer cases. See, don't have any queries with vaccination. See, up to now, nearly there are 10 crores, there are 7 crores of people vaccinated. Okay, very mildly reported the death. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Students, anyone having any queries? Please respond in the chat box. If there is no queries, we'll close for today. Okay, no. Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Students, అందరూ ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ ఫామ్ సబ్మిట్ చేయండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఎవ్రీవన్. టుమారో అట్ సేమ్ 4 to 5. ప్లీజ్ కొంచెం అందరూ మధ్యలో మైక్స్ ఆన్ చేస్తున్నారు, ఎవరు ఆన్ చేయొద్దమ్మా, మీకే డిస్టర్బెన్స్ గా ఉంటది. ఓకే, ఆల్ ద బెస్ట్. స్టే అట్ హోమ్, బీ సేఫ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ వన్ అండ్ ఆల్.